quadrillion. Alright guys, welcome back to some more Umineko When They Cry. Last time we essentially solved the epitaph. So here I'm gonna get right into it because I don't know the rest of the solution. So we're so close, we are so close to the goal. The gold. I'm guessing Beata's currently on her way to the chapel, trying to solve it, trying to solve the rest and find the actual gold. So we're heading there right now, as we speak. Let's freaking go. Quadrillion. That's the word. And we have to remove Killian from it. We got to Udrulo, and from there I derived Rudolph. That's where I got last month. So let's go. Here we go. There's only one place you'll find that word unlocked into it. It's a chapel. Let's go. Let's go to the chapel. We already know. Yes! Gold butterflies flitted from shadow to shadow, dodging raindrops. Here we go. Right on it. We're right on it. I have no time to waste. Solve the epitaph. Let's go.
It
was the chapel. Yep. That mysterious building, one of the oldest on Wakijima, which had been built at the same time as the mansion. It was called the chapel, but not once had Kinzo used it for worship, and the members of the family had never been allowed inside. There were strict orders that none approach it without reason, and its purpose was always a mystery. Yeah, it makes sense that you'd hide gold in there. However, any mystery will lose its luster after several decades. At some point, everyone forgot the chapel even existed, and that splendid building passed from the thoughts of Rockinjima's residents. Yeah, which may have been kind of what Kinzo was aiming for, because why want people to find his gold, would he? Until now. Of course, this had been true for Beato as well. Beato, who hated boredom, had no desire to approach places that humans never went. Her last memory of the place was at the time she went in there to taunt Shannon that she tried to clean. Quadrillion. Beato looked up above the door of the chapel. There was a relief displayed over an arc. English words were written. Wow. Quadrillion to 1. That's the miracle. Yeah. This chapel was built long ago. If there is a mechanism like the one I imagine, Kinzo must have prepared that epitaph riddle many decades ago. Yeah, you're right. Think of it like that. Kinzo must have already created the riddle a long time ago. He just didn't publish it until now, right? He must have been planning to use it as a ritual for choosing a fitting successor all this time. He must have already prepared it, but just never actually went through with it because, at the time he wasn't sure if he wanted to go through with it. He must have prepared it as like a last ditch, just in case ritual type of thing. However, that ritual is now a ritual to open the door to the Golden Land and to my resurrection. When I snapped my fingers, the ground bulged, and several dead trees sprouted out of it, curving and twisting like snakes. They twisted around each other to form a ladder, which leaned itself against the door. Ah, in the relief itself, you mean? There's a mechanism. Okay. Does this have something to do with Quadrillion and Killian? I slowly climbed the ladder. Because of the size of the door, the relief was very high up. this close up, it looks much bigger than it did from the ground.
そういえば礼拝堂を大掃除するとき、あの源氏がわざわざこのレリーフだけは自らの手で
Yeah, that was sus. You know would have been a very good hint if that was kind of mentioned. But that might have been too revealing though. If that was mentioned, that Genji cleans that specific thing on his own. Yeah, that would have been too big of a hint, wouldn't it have been? I think it would have been too big of a hint. I kind of get it. But yeah, man.
その程度のこと、なぜ若い使用人に任せぬのかと不思議に思っていたものだが。
That makes sense now. Genji, of course, would know where the gold is. I thought it strange, but nothing more. The master treasured this relief, so the head servant cared for it himself. I always accepted that excuse. But now, I understand. There must be a trick to this relief. Genji polished it himself to make sure that no one else accidentally found out.
このクワドリリオンから鍵の選びし6文字を生贄に捧げるという。
Killian. I prodded and played with the letter Q. My fingertips were soon covered with dust. Why would you play with the letter Q? You know you have Ultralo. Why would you play with Q? You know Q is irrelevant. However, I quickly realized that something felt strange about it.
この文字、まさか。そうでなくてはならん。でなくては生贄に捧げられぬからな。
Beato grabbed hold of the letter Q, and after experimenting with different levels of force, the letter came out with a scraping sound. Oh, so you can actually push the letters out. Okay, well then, yeah, remove all the letters except for Udrlo. And then rearrange them so that they... But yeah, maybe you're supposed to rearrange them so that they actually do pronounce Rudolph. Was Rudolph born when Kingdom made this riddle? Yeah. He must have been. He must have been. I mean, I do suspect that Rudolph might have been born after World War II. But if Rudolph was born after World War II, it might have been around the same time. That's what. That might have been it. He might have been thinking of deciding of Rudolph's name, and around that same time, he was also making this riddle. So he made the Rudolph thing connect with his son being born Rudolph recently. Ooh, that's a good one, Amin. Good thought, maybe.
やはりな。
Here's the cue I pulled out. And there's a wedge. No. It's a key. Ah, it's a key. I love how the DLC also called 7... Well, it's called 7 wedges, but still. A key was attached to the back of the cue. And that had been stuck into a keyhole in the relief.
そういうことならば、あとはわかるぞ。よしよし、この9の鍵は違う。
This Q key is a wrong answer. Okay.
お前は外れだ。
Yeah, you don't even want the Q key. Yeah. Beato carelessly tossed the Q key aside. This was the first sacrifice. She kept on pulling out the keys for the 6 letters representing the key.
A も生贄である。
Killian. Yes, A is gone.
そして I も2つ生贄だ。
Both the I's, 1 L, and the N.
最後の N の生贄だ。
Forget the L.
L の1文字を生贄であるが、L は2つあるでは。
That's fine, don't sacrifice both. Sacrifice only one of them. There were 2 L's. I didn't know which I should sacrifice. Oh, you're thinking, oh, should I sacrifice the left one or the right one? But wait, the two who are close. Sacrifice the one chosen by the two who are close or something like that, right? Wasn't there something like that? I tried pulling both out, but the keys were of different shapes. So one is a right answer and one is a wrong answer. What did the epitaph say again? The two who are close or something like that, right? The D and the R. So I'm guessing the L to the left, the one closer to the D and the R.
どうせ二通りしかない。誤りだったらもう片方を試せばいいだけのこと。
Boo! Nah, I don't like that reasoning. That's bad reasoning. Come on, Beto. You've come this far. Come on. Unless messing up set up a trap that blows up the island, of course. Thinking it a waste of time to sit here worrying, I decided on the L on the right to pull it out. I think that's wrong. 5 letters remain in the word.
これにて第1の番は終了だ。続いて第2の番。
On the second twilight, those who remain shall tear apart the two who are close.
D と R が寄り添っている。これを引き裂くとはいかに。抜けばいい。
But if I do, there will only be 3 letters left. By this point, I was able to make a good guess at what the gouging kill lines from the 4th twilight onwards meant.
えぐりて殺せはおそらく鍵をひねって回してから引き抜けという意味であるに違いない。となれば頭から足はおそらく左の文字鍵から右へ順にそれを行えという意味に違いあるまい。
If that's the case, 5 letters have to remain on the board. In other words, tear apart doesn't mean kill.
それで引き裂けと考えた場合、この D と R、2次の間隔を空けよという意味というの。しかし、どうやら
I was thinking about this all wrong. I somehow thought that this was an anagram, but I was thinking about this all wrong, yo. Okay, tear apart the D and the R, okay?
またしてもやり方は2通りであるぞ。
We remove the D and move it to the left. Remove the R and move it to the right. After pondering this for some time, I realized that both choices were wrong.
違う。そうではないのだ。さっきの L から間違っている。
A short while ago, I removed the right of the 2 L's. However, if I remove the left one, it would look like this. If you line it up this way, it's easy to see the next step. The argument gets shifted to the right. So it was a left L like I thought. That probably was more a guess from my side than anything. But okay, let's go. This way, all the letters are spread out evenly. Okay. This must be it.
そして次がまた難題であるぞ。我が名を称えよと。
Praise my name. Lord. So wait, it is Lord. It is Lord you then. Praise my noble name, Lord. Of course. I was right about the Lord you stuff. Oh my god, I thought it was Rudolph. Maybe not. It's already clear this is a word game. Yeah, Lord. It's gotta be Lord. Praise my noble name. Yeah. Those who remain shall praise my noble name. Lord Ishiromiya. That's gotta be it. My noble name, Kinto's noble name. Oh my god. I had it right the first time, and then I went back on that theory. That's gotta be it. I'm supposed to do something with the remaining 5 letters. Most likely, rearrange them.
U, D, R, L, O.
What do you get, Beto? See, this is another case where I have an advantage because I have English knowledge, unlike, well, not, you know, I have the advantage, Beata doesn't have as big of an advantage as I do.
この5文字をどうにかすると何かの意味になるということだ。
Lord you know. Praise my name. Lord. It's gotta be Lord. How else can you praise a name? And you being Shiromiya, it fits so perfectly. That if it's something else, then I'm still going to be proud of my theory because I feel like it fits so well. If it is something else, it could be something else, but it just makes sense.
ここまで来てわけのわからぬ謎を。
Think Beato, I believe in you.
この5文字でどう我が名とやらを称えろというのか。
That man's name is Shiromi Kinzo. Yeah, that's the U. That's the U part. There's no K in here, but there is a U. The U is the U part of Shiromiya? And then you have Lord. Oh, it fits so well, man. No, several letters don't match, and there aren't nearly enough letters to make Shiromiya.
我が名とは金蔵を指すことだけは間違いない。ならばやはり U は後ろ宮を指す。イニシャルである。ならば D、R、L、O は何を意味する？金蔵も意味せぬ。R、O まさか六軒島を？
Okay. Not bad.
六
Okay,
軒
maybe.
島の主金蔵。
But you can't make a word out of that. What about the D and the L then?
字数がまるで足らぬ。
This riddle left me totally confused. However, there were only 5 letters left. Again, having knowing English definitely gives an advantage in this, so I'm not gonna blame her. There can't be so many possible combinations of those letters. I could use process of elimination. Thinking I'd play around with it, I pulled out the U. There were 4 letters left. D, R, L, and O. My idea that the U stood through Ishimia was like a heavenly oracle. When I removed the U, I thought of making a word with the remaining 4 letters. D, R, L, and O. Those 4 letters spun around in my head, changing their orders, and led me to a single English word that would serve to praise Kinzo.
Lord だ。
Yeah! Oh, that's satisfying. Yeah, I got it right. That's good. That's good. You know what? I'm happy with that.
Lord.
Lord, yes. Yes, 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 yes. I had absolutely no basis for it. However, it was like a flash of inspiration. Yeah, it just works, doesn't it? I quickly changed the letters around before that flash faded from my mind.
L-O-R-D
Shiromiya.
Lord
Ah,
U 後ろ宮
yes.
後ろ宮卿どうか
How do you like them apples? Good job, Beato. And do not even have extensive English knowledge and still knowing that, I'm happy for you. Good job.
第4の番に頭をえぐりって
So got the L. Turn the key of the L. It was a key, so it wouldn't turn if it was the wrong one. Has to be the L. But it did turn. I could gauge it. With the sound of scraping stone, I gauged the first letter, the L, and then pulled it out.
次第5の番胸をえぐりて殺せ
The O was gauged and pulled out easily. Then the R. Next the D. Finally the U. Now what do we got? When I turned the key of the U, I could feel a resistance, as though some mechanism had been activated. I waited for something to change, but nothing did. However, I had felt something happen. A secret door or something must have opened up somewhere around here. Waiting around won't accomplish anything. I've probably done everything I can here. All of the letters in quadrillion have been removed.
第9の晩に魔女は蘇り誰も生き残れはしない
That adds up, that makes sense, we've gone that far. So now, has the witch revived? 10th Twilight. Journey ends, and you shall reach the home of the gold. I stepped down off the ladder and looked around. I immediately noticed that small change.
ライオンの像が
It's the lion statue! It's under the lion statue, and the dead angle OST as well. They could have used that OST when she figured out the whole lettering thing. That OST fit there too. That angle is just an OST that fits in any sort of like theory crafting moment. At some point, the lion statue in front of the chapel had turned to face a different direction. Oh, you can see it too! You can see it, yeah! It's facing a different direction. It used to be facing us, now it's facing that way. Ooh. What an elaborate mechanism! Did Kinzo plan up this extravagant device back when he first started building on this island? He must have! I walked up to the lion statue and stared at it. Other than the fact that it was pointing a different direction, nothing had changed. In that case, is the lion looking at something particular now? I followed its line of sight and saw another lion statue. Ooh! And that lion statue had also changed its direction. Ooh!
なるほど
Oh, that was a creepy. Oh my god! Beato's face scared the hell out of me there. I did not expect her to smile like that. That was crazy. That actually gave me a jump scare.
ライオンの道案内に従い
Leon Ushiromiya, let her guide you.
金蔵凝った仕掛けを作りおる
I wasn't complaining anymore. I felt a bit of respect and awe at Kinzo for setting up such an intricate device. And having it go undiscovered for all these years. Discovered for decades, you know. For decades nobody discovered this device. It is complicated, to be fair. There were lion statues standing like guards at the entrance and in the corners of the chapel. The direction they faced had changed, pointing around to the back of the chapel. It's behind the chapel. There was something there. It was no longer a surprise. This was after the mechanism in the relief. After being guided by the lions. So, when a gaping open secret passageway appeared, with stairs leading down to the darkness below, it wasn't surprising to me anymore.
これは黄金鏡への入り口だというのか金蔵
Gotta be, it's gotta be. Go down. Down those stairs. That's where Eva was at in episode 3.
見つけたんですかおじい様の黄金を
I will say too, now that we're at this stage, to be fair to Eva, she needed to have solved that whole Lord U stuff. Not saying that Rosa couldn't do it, but Rosa didn't have to do it. Rosa would have arrived at the chapel, saw that the lion had turned already, and just gone to where the mechanism had changed and gone to where the lions were facing and gone down to where Eva was. Just saying. Rosa probably still would have been able to solve the whole relief stuff. She probably would have been able to, obviously. But I'm just saying, Eva did that. Rosa didn't have to do that. So that does give Eva a little bit of an edge in the sense that she properly solved everything. You know what I mean? and Rosa didn't have to. Rosa just came after her, so she had to solve the actual the riddle, but she didn't have to solve the relief bit, which wasn't that. Again, solving the riddle is by far the friggin' hardest thing to do. Solving the relief part is not that hard once you have quadrillion and killion. It's not that hard, and knowing what. I mean, to be fair, I did get a lot of hints in the previous episodes on how to go about it, but you know what I mean. So did they. That's why they tier us together. To be fair to me, and you also need to have English knowledge, which I don't doubt that both Rosa and Eva have. Um, but but obviously solving the actual riddle is the hardest thing. Solving the actual relief is not the hard part. The actual riddle. First, you had to know that Kin's from Taiwan, which fair, all the family members already know. I'm the only one that was in the dark about that, because that's some bullcrap. If I figured out that Kinzo was from Taiwan, I then needed to figure out the whole thing with the Tamsui River stuff. Then I would have needed to figure out the whole Japanese kanji playing, and then arrive from there to the whole K stuff to the quadrillion. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, never. I was never accomplishing that. I was never gonna get to Killian. How's I supposed to get to the word Killian? Yeah, good luck, mate. Good luck. I'm in Luffy. I'm telling you right now, I was never gonna get to that. So you know what? I'm glad I didn't spend more time on this epitaph. If that because that's actually crazy. There's no way you guys were expecting me to solve that, were you? I know some of the comments told me that I mean, I trusted to be able to solve Umineko, but I'm telling you right now, ain't no way in a million years was I going to be able to solve this epitaph. But I'm glad I now know the answer. After a year and a half of not knowing what the answer was, what the epitaph is, I'm glad I know the answer now. Let's freaking go. I've gone to this point in the visual novel. That's good.
はい、長い長い時間をかけてたどり着いた黄金鏡でした。
過去のゲームによるならば、そこには地下の貴賓室があり、そして10トンの黄金が。
はい、地下への武骨な階段を降りていくと、突き当たりには扉が。中はまさに貴賓室と呼ぶべき美しき内装でした。
見つけたのは黄金だけだったのか。
はい、その時は
At the time,
積み上げられた黄金に目がくらまぬわけもありませんでした。
so now we're down here. Okay. Money.
これは本物なのか。
I lightly touched the pile of gold with my finger. It was hard and cold. I'd almost thought that it might crumble like a sandcastle if I touched it. Now there could be no doubt. This certainly was a 10-ton pile of gold ingots. Considering the amount of gold I had just found, I figured I ought to be crying out in delight. I didn't really feel like laughing, but I thought it only good manners to do so in a situation like this, so I forced it out. Because of this, only a few feeble laughs slipped out from my mouth. At that moment, even stronger than any delight, was a feeling as though I'd entered a place I wasn't supposed to be. For a while, all I could do was stand there shocked, unsure what I should do now that the epitaph's riddle had been completed. Then, I heard approaching footsteps. It's Genji. It's 100% Genji. Could be Kinzo. Could be Kinzo. Kinzo or Genji's probably approaching, and they're gonna be like, "Well done, I followed you here, because I knew you were about to solve it or something." They were coming from the stairway I had entered by. Someone was coming. Could it be Kinzo? It could be Kinzo. It's definitely someone that has been following you here. Someone that has been watching you as you solve the riddle. It's gotta be. Because Because why are they coming down right here, right after you are, right? I suspect it's someone that has already solved it, and I suspect that it's someone that has been waiting, watching you trying to solve it. If he finds out I've been in a place like this, won't they get scolded harshly? I thought about hiding and pretending this never happened, but my legs wouldn't move. I kept standing there, stunned, in front of the pile of gold, as the footsteps drew closer and closer. The door opened, and I saw who it was. Who is it? Is it Kinzo? Is it Genji? It wasn't Kinzo, so then it's Genji. It is Genji! What do you think of this, Genji? What do you think of Beato solving the riddle?
そなたは
自分の力だけでたどり着いたのか。
Nah, she also got a Taiwan hint from you. You gave her that Taiwan hint.
うん
Boo, she was giving a Taiwan hint. Boo. I wasn't giving no Taiwan hint. I was giving plenty of other hints, though, to be fair. I was giving plenty of other hints that Beato wasn't given, to be fair to her. The only... I think the hints I was given in episodes 3 and 5 are way more valuable now looking back and knowing that how the epitaph is supposed to be solved. I think the hints I was given in episode 3 and 5 are definitely a lot more valuable than the Taiwan hint. I'll be honest. But still. Well done, Beato, well done. For some time, Genji stared at Beato in silence, as though he was calculating something. Then, he slowly clapped his hands together. He did it again, over and over. It took quite a long time before I realized that he was applauding me.
親方様は碑文を最初に説いた者に黄金と家督のすべてを譲り渡すとおっしゃられた。そしてその人物がベアトリーチェであると信じた。
How ironic, huh?
ベアトリーチェ私が
これは運命だ。
It was fated to happen, huh?
お前は今日を迎えるのが運命だったのだ。
I didn't really understand what Genji was saying. The shock of seeing the gold still had me paralyzed.
こっちへ来なさい。
はい
From this way? What do you mean? Genji opened the closet. Inside it was a dress form wearing a beautiful dress made of black cloth and golden stitching. Ah! That's the witch dress! When I saw it, I understood immediately. It was the witch's dress. The black dress worn by the Beatrice in the portrait.
これに着替えなさい。
Are you serious?
これは
かつてお前が着ていたものだ。
I've never worn a dress like this. However, I understood what Genji meant. This dress was one that Beatrice once wore. And the one who shows a miracle by solving the epitaph is Beatrice. By reaching this room, I had succeeded the position of the real Beatrice. The one in the portrait. Why do I call myself Beatrice? Because the name of the Golden Witch who rules over Rockinger's night is Beatrice. That's right. I was never the real Beatrice. I was a different witch, stealing the name of the witch from Kinzo's delusions. And now, I have become the real Beatrice. By solving the epitaph's riddle, I would achieve my resurrection. I was the one who decided on that rule. Or so I thought. But as it turns out, this really was a ritual to resurrect Beatrice. I believed that I could create my own fate with magic. I was a master of that magic, yet fate had led me here by the hand. At this moment, I was forced to accept that and believe in this word called fate. To truly accept and believe in this word called fate.
これを着たら
親方様のところへ行く。支度をしなさい。
Ready yourself. Okay. Bring the fate version Chiru? Version Chiru.
ここで待て。
はい。
親方様、源氏でございます。
After Genji knocked, the sound of the study's door unlocking could be heard. After a single glance telling me to wait, Genji entered alone.
このような日が来るとは。
Kimosawa sees all of this. She knows what's going on.
運命とは本当に不思議なものです。
Kimosawa was with us too. I thought the stress, which didn't really suit me, would lead to a lot of jokes, but she didn't laugh at me at all. So, we learned in episode 4 that according to Kimosawa's son or whatever, Kimosawa was trying to solve the riddle, right? But it seems like Kimosawa already knew about the gold and about where it was and everything from what we're seeing here, right? So then why was she trying to solve the riddle according to her son in episode 4? Why did she have... Or did she already solve it on her own? But obviously she didn't. I think the friendship or something. I don't know. But it would make sense if Kimosawa already knows about the gold and where it's at and everything. And she, along with Genji and Kinzo, she just knows about everything. On the contrary, when she saw me, her expression had turned stern, as though a long-awaited day had finally come. My heart raced. It wasn't supposed to matter who solved the epitaph. There shouldn't be anything strange about me solving it. Everyone else maintained solemn expressions, and that, along with everything else, made this feel like some sort of grand ceremony. The suffocating sounds continued. Eventually, the door opened. Genji peeked out.
お入りください。ベアトリーチェさん。
He was saying those words to me, but not to the person I had been until a short while ago.
さあ、どうぞ。ベアトリーチェ様。
Kimosawa also urged me forward with a respectful bow. Kinzo was probably waiting for me inside. What expression should I wear as I go in? How should I greet him? I have a clue. As the two of them motioned me forward, it was all I could do to avoid tripping over my dress at that moment. Nandru, even Nandru's in on this. Yeah. Nandru's in on this. Of course. Of course, Nandru definitely knows the truth of everything, though, because he's the one that, you know, did the surgery on did this whole surgery thing on Beato after the fall from the cliff. So Nandru definitely knows she's still alive and that she's actually Kinzo's daughter. Nandru definitely knows everything. Yeah. Kinzo's before the portrait of Beatrice, crouched on the ground as though kneeling. Now! Something very important here that I have to mention, that I mentioned a couple parts ago, but I don't want to mention right here. The portrait. The portrait now exists also within Kinzo's study. Not just the portrait, but see, that's probably the epitaph. That looks like the epitaph right there too. So Kinzo's here, kneeling in front of the portrait, that portrait didn't exist a couple parts ago. So, Shannon's not Shannon. Yeah, I mean Shannon. Yeah, definitely Shannon solved the riddle. It took her who knows how many weeks or months or whatever to solve the riddle. But when we saw that the portrait was first being put up in the entrance hall in April of 1984, this portrait didn't exist in Kinzo's study. Not yet. It had been another portrait of a gloomy pathway with some gloomy trees. So now it's been changed to Beatrice, and I want to note that because I feel like it's important. I feel like there's probably something there that I haven't realized yet. But the important mention, I mean, that the portraits in Kinzo's study has been changed. It's different. At Nando's words, he slowly turned, still crouching. Kinzo's eyes were already red with crying. When he saw me, he groaned with wonder. So at this point, like, I'm guessing Kinzo knew. He knows that this is his daughter. Did he tell her the truth? Are they about to tell her the truth? I can only guess that they're about to tell her the truth. Had he even forgotten how to stand up? He crawled over to where I was. As he called out to me with the name of the woman he had loved long ago. I was too stunned to move. Then, Kinzo grabbed the hem of my dress, gripped it tightly, then curled up and sobbed. You're apologizing now? And yet you did that disgusting thing. You're aware of that. This is her daughter though, mate. There was nothing I could say. However, just standing here like this was all I needed to do. Kinzo's moment of atonement, the moment he had spent half of his life searching for, had finally come. A human's life is packed with sin. So, humans seek forgiveness while they still live. However, in most cases, there are none in this world capable of giving such forgiveness. It was like that for Kinzo. There was no longer anyone in the world who could give that to him. But a miracle had woven one together, and in this moment, he had obtained the impossible.
Oh, Beatrice! Beatrice! たとえ許してくれなくてもいい。何も言わなくてもいい。私はお前にただ一言謝れればそれでよかった。
The voice acting is from Mugihito, right? Yeah, I remember his name, Mugihito. He's a legend, as goated as always. Great voice acting. Kinzo kept grasping the dress's hem and sobbing. The sins of humans are not forgiven by other people. They find forgiveness through regret and repentance. I want to believe that some sin, some fault of his, has been forgiven thanks to the way I look. Kinzo's sobbing gradually ceased, and he slowly looked up at me and rose. He staggered. Nando rushed forward to support him. This time, his words weren't directed through me, but at me. I hesitated, unsure how I should respond.
今日まで親方様に内密にしておりましたことをどうかお許しください。
So by my lord, I'm guessing he's talking about Kinzo. I mean, both are his lord, right? But surely he wouldn't call Beato my lord. So he's talking about Kinzo and the fact that he kept his daughter's existence secret from him. Right? That's gotta be what the secret he's talking about, right? Okay.
よいのだ源氏。私の犯した罪を思えば、今日までの日々は全て贖罪のために必要な日々であったのだ。
So Kinzo does not fault Genji for keeping it hidden from Kinzo. Okay.
しかし今日の奇跡は紛れもなら本物の奇跡でございます。彼女は誰の助けもなく自分だけの力で誰よりも最初に秘文を解いたのです。
よくぞあの難解な秘文を解けたな。
Oh boy, was it convoluted, I'll tell you what. That's definitely true. Beata did a very good job, yeah.
母の声によく似て
Hey, stop that now. Now you stop that. Stop about this whole resemblance stuff. Stop, alright? You've done it once, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough from you. That's enough from you. I don't wanna listen to no more disgusting crap, okay, Kinzo? That's it. That's enough.
おもかに母や娘を思い出す。
Stop. Stop with this resemblance. That's it. You've done that sin once before. That's it. That's it, bro.
紛れもなくお前にはベアトリーチェの血が流れてる。
And you didn't notice that Shannon was your daughter this entire time, bro.
若き日のルアドリアンのお嬢様の面影がよく残っております。
Who are they saying I look like?
ベアトリーチェさん、
This is crazy.
これまであなたにも秘密にしてきたことを
Oh, he's gonna tell
ど
her.
うかお許しく
He's
ださ
gonna
い。
tell her. I mean, he has to tell her, but that's crazy.
あなたはベアトリーチェ様と親方様よりお生まれになったのです。
Crazy. Oh yeah, and guess what? Guess what? Beatrice, guess what? She's also his daughter. Just so you know. Just so you know. Just so you know how disgusting your father is. Just so you know.
真実でございます。あなた様は今日まで両親のいない子として育てられてまいりました。
Wild.
しかし本当のお父上は親方様、そして本当のお母上はベアトリーチェ様なのでございます。
They're telling her all this, yo.
それは本当に？
はい、あなたは本当にベアトリーチェ様のご子孫でございます。
Is such a strange fate really possible? I've dreamed about it. Dreamed about what it'd be like to be the Golden Witch, Beatrice. But that dream was for me alone. So I dreamed that if I solved the epitaph and carried out its ritual, I would revive as the true Beatrice. Is it really conceivable that after I solved it, Beatrice actually did revive?
私が本当に ベアトリーチェの血を。
はい、一切の紛れはございません。
今日まで親子の愛情も知らず、さぞやおつらい思いをされてきたでしょう。にもかかわらず本当にご立派に育たれました。
皆さんは知ってたんですか？
Yeah, isn't it crazy? They all knew and didn't tell you about it for who knows how many. You'd be 19 minus. You'd be 17 years old at this point, right? They knew it for 17 years and never told you, of course. But they couldn't tell you. Of course, they couldn't tell you. 17 years.
私のことを。
Genji, Kumasawa, and even Nonjo nodded wordlessly. Kinzo's the only one that didn't know, I guess, for some time. Now that I think about it, that explains so many things. Yeah? You think? I was always, in some way, special. Genji and especially Kumasawa always treated me very kindly. But then, does that mean this day is a promised day, which would eventually have come no matter what? I don't understand anything anymore. Well, no, you solved the epitaph out of your own efforts. That's something that's, you can say fate, you can say whatever. You worked hard to solve that epitaph. You earned that. That's something you earned, okay? That gold you earned, okay? It's all God's miracle. Sure. The promised fate has led me to this day.
You.
That was the name he was planning to give her. And I guess Genji changed it to Yasuda. Genji, I guess a collaboration effort from Genji, Kumasawa and Nanjo changed it from Leon to Yasuda. Of course, because then Kinzo wouldn't figure out that her name is actually Yasuda, that she's Leon. That's the name he had planned for her.
そなたに与えようと思っていた名前だ。
あなたの本当の名前でございます。
Leon.
今こそそなたにベアトリーチェより与えられたすべてを返す。あの黄金もそれによって生み出された後ろ宮家のすべてもそなたに返す。
Kinzo stuck out a wrinkled hand. On his finger was a ring with a one-winged eagle crest, which was the symbol of the Ishiromia family head. He pulled it off, grasped it tightly, and held it out to me. I didn't know what to do. Slowly, as though they were being drawn forward, I held out my hands, palms up. After pressing his fist against my cupped hands, Kinzo slowly opened his hand and let the ring drop.
我が子リオンよ。今日までお前の運命をもてあそんだのはすべて私の罪のせいだ。
Oh, you think the very, very harsh life that Leon has had so far? Yes, that is absolutely your fault. The whole ordeal with Batter, that really does root from you and your sin, bro.
許しておくれ。そなたは今や我が指輪を受け継ぎ、正しく新しい後宮家の当主である。
The thing is, it's an emotional thing. That's the thing, right? No amount of wealth, no amount of materialistic thing is going to heal that sin. It's that's how crazy it is. You know what I mean, right? And this is proof of that, right? You could give her 10 tons of gold, but that's not going to heal. Money isn't what's going to solve things here. And it's a valuable lesson, you know, that money is not just going to solve all the problems you have, right? The emotional problems, the heart problems, they're not solved by materialistic things. You can give him whatever. You can be hella rich. You can also be hella poor, extremely poor, but be extremely happy, right? because that is materialistic. Not everything can just be healed by materialistic things. By that money,
あの黄金はすべてそなたの月に使い今日までの日々の辛き思い出をわずかでも癒すがいいあの程度の黄金私の犯した罪は到底
and Kinzo's aware. See, Kinzo's even aware of it. Kinzo's aware that the gold is just a small part compared to the emotional trauma that Beat experienced. The emotional trauma that Beat experienced is much bigger. The gold might, if at best, be a little bit of a help to that, but ultimately it remains, and ultimately it's rooted from your sin, bro.
それでそなたを慰めるくらいはできるはずだ
And even so, I have to be tasked of asking myself, can I forgive Kinzo? Well, it's not really my job to forgive Kinzo, is it? But can I? Well, let's wait. I don't want to make that. I don't want to comment on that just yet. I think we'll wait on that. But we'll wait. I'll also have my own. Now that this entire scene is going on, I'll wait until this entire scene is over, until everything is over, and then I can talk about. Because I'm assuming this is what we're really gonna get of Kinzo, right? There's not much left from Kinzo's life that has been hidden from us, the reader, at this point, right? I mean, is there anything else Kinzo has kept? What about the explosives? Yeah, or is that a Beato thing? That's not a Kinzo thing. Maybe. Where did he get the explosives from? But yeah, other than that.
ありがとうございます。
最後に一つだけ頼みが
何でしょうか。
私
Don't. I think I know what he's gonna ask.
呼んでくれる
Yep.
か
Yep.
すみません。今なんと。
私のお父様と呼んでくれるか呼べぬ気持ちはわかる私はそなたに何も父らしいことをしなかった
Oh, you have no right to be called a father, by the way. You are a horrible father. Absolutely. You have not been a father to anyone in any way. To either of your daughters. You have not been a father to either of them. You've been a horrible father to both.
そしてそなたもまた父など知らずに育ったとても口にできる言葉ではないと分かっているそしてそれを求める資格が私にないことも分かっているだがそれを承知で頼む
Just to heal a little bit of Kinzo's heart.
それさえ聞けたならもう私に何の未練もない
After being asked like that, was it possible for me to refuse? Even if I am his child, I cannot see him as my father. So, I felt a strong resistance to saying that word. You absolutely don't have to say it. He does not have the right to ask you this, alright? It's your choice. I think you're going to end up saying it, but you have the right to not say it because he has not been a father to you at all. But I decided that saying it was the right thing to do, alright? Only God can truly forgive sins. But, although it may be temporary, people can be saved by the forgiveness of others. awkward word made Kinzo laugh. Drops of silver fell from both of his eyes. At that moment, the shadow that had covered his face was wiped away.
ありがとうリオ我が子よそしてベアトリーチ最後許しを請う機会を与えてくれてありがとうもちろんこれ式で許されたとは思いません続きは沈黙の豪華で焼かれながらとしようではないか
That is symbolic, you know. How Kinzo keeps dying every episode because he's burned. That is very symbolic. The fires of hell. Ah, the boiler room, how he keeps getting burned. That is so fitting. Wow. Wow, that is very fitting.
後ろ宮金蔵我が背に一切の未練なしもはや何もなし心残りもやり残しも何もなしうわうわ
You madman. Looking up to the heavens, Kinzo spread his arms as though facing an applauding audience, laughing at the top of his lungs. It was the final pleasure known only by those who have been released from all regrets of this world. Kinzo's laugh weakened, and it disappeared. He dropped to his knees, like a puppet with his strings cut, and slowly fell to the ground.
親方様
南條先生
So their master had fallen. They walked up to him slowly. They already knew. Kinzo's soul had already burned itself out. After checking Kinzo's pulse, Nando shook his head and stood back up. Wow, what a coincidence to die on the same day, huh? So Kinzo used the last of his willpower, the last of his remaining life, to be able to survive until the day where his daughter would solve the epitaph. And then that was it. That was it. Almost too fairy tale-ish. What a tale.
大往生だ
Rest in peace, Brody. Rest in peace, Brody.
何の心残りもない
Or maybe rest in those fires, Brody. As you said it so yourself.
親方様はあるいはもうずっと以前にお亡くなりになっていたのです。それを親方様の魔法と執念で今日までを流らえていたに過ぎないのです。そしてベアトリーチェ様に謝罪する機会をようやく得て全てを終えられたのでしょ
う。安らかにお眠りください。あなたは罪に償われたと信じます。
Can you believe so? Can.
お父様
That was the one night reunion between me and my father, and also our final farewell.
この黄金はすべてあなたのものです。
Man, it's a song without a name again. Wait, it's not instrumental. It's that song without a name instrumental, but this ain't that. No, this ain't no instrumental. Song without a name. What ridiculousness, man. Okay.
現金化をご希望でしたら、そのように手配することもできます。
I think we're gonna end things off there, don't we all? I hope you guys enjoy this part of Umineko when they cry. Yeah, okay. I hope you guys enjoy this part of Umineko when they cry. See you guys for some more. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this at least as much as you enjoyed reading it. And man, oh man, what a tale! What a tale this has been. But we are 2 years away from closing in on Beatrice's story. We just have 1985 and then 1986 left. 1960 is the time of the crime, but at least 1985. One more year left, I think. So we're not too far off. But yeah, we're in Act 8 now, right? Act 9 is supposed to start soon, so we'll see when Act 9 starts. Act 9 is probably going to be the last year, so yeah. I hope you guys enjoy watching this. Like I said a second ago, at least as much as I enjoy reading it. And I'll leave you guys here with this song without a name, instrumental. Because great, imagine making a song and then title a song without a name. Great job, person. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time.